Morning, low cost people or anybody doing doing composite work. A bit of a shop update here. I've collected another gallon kit of epoxy resin. That's EXP system. It's made in Canada. Unfortunately, I can't get a lot of information on how to mix that by weight. You can mix by volume, or if you got the directions or the specific gravity, I guess you could figure it out. You can mix it by weight. That's my preference. Is I use this little 10-pound shipping scale. It's pretty accurate. Otherwise, I've been doing some fairing on the back, and I've also made some thixotropic paste to fill in some voids, gluing some foam reinforced panels right there just to basically close out some bodywork sections that were flexing, or I intended to do it for some time now. Just ran out of resin a while ago, and added some localized foam reinforcements right here. So this whole section, this rear bodywork section, was built fairly thin, fairly flimsy. It was pretty light, and over time I was like, okay, well, this isn't going to cut it in terms of its level of rigidity. So I added in that large foam piece in the back there, more foam reinforcements tying in the tail, and these ones right here. And now we're at the point where I can pick it up at this corner, and everything moves. I've got to add in another partition just ahead of the rear wheels there that ties in the side to the top, and obviously that's nice and thin, but it's also not quite rigid, and there's nothing reinforcing it. I could add in some foam right here, or I could add in the partition, which I'm going to need anyway, to protect the radiator and the exhaust components from debris thrown up by the tires and wheels at the back there. Otherwise, another update with regard to the exhaust. According to my reading, the inspector will deem a side exit suitable, provided it exits behind the driver. So I did quite a bit of research on catalytic converters, and the Flowmaster 2220120 series, basically a direct fit for a Volkswagen of early 80s vintage, was suitable as it had the same 2-inch diameter in and out. And I believe this cat has a capacity of a 4.3 liter engine. So enough flow there. I don't think it's going to restrict anything, and should be enough to pass inspection. And a couple of U-bends. Big surprise to me was I was able to source this locally, not through eBay or one of the big racing retailers. And basically my local auto parts store, Performance Edge Racing in Upper Tantalon, was able to get this stuff to me the next day for pretty much the same prices as Summit. So that's a big bonus to be able to access that market from a local shop, and they can order it in for the next day. Otherwise, a little shop update here. Painted up my welding cart. That's been on the back burner for some time, and added in a few more pneumatic accessories here for the paint, which is upcoming. Smaller water separator, a 0.1 micron filter, and then obviously my regulator I had there anyway, and all piped in with some stainless piping. I'd actually like to add in a piece of MDF, which is coated in clear polyurethane right there, and basically get rid of that pegboard, which I hate, because every time you pick something up, you lose the peg. So that thing's going. And I moved my larger water separator over to the high flow side, which has the 3/8 industrial interchange fittings. I also got the proper clamps for that, so if I need to remove something for service or cleaning, it's basically just excuse me, one screw right there, and this whole system slides right out. Otherwise, that's the latest. Thanks for watching.